Greetings, Lucky Legends. My name is Lucky. This is Lucky Lad TV. I'm your host for this video, and it is time for another installment of One Trade Wednesday live team building. And I need some sunscreen because I got some tan lines. So this week we will be building a team around Crocodile, specifically tan lines, the shiny Crocodile, male. Actually, no, I'm going to make you female. And it has the Expert Belt with Moxie, and then it has this really cool moveset for coverage, because the way that I view it, it's not that fast, but it already has a great attack stat. I wish it had some priority, but it doesn't. Like, I'd settle for quick attack if it had it, but it, like I said, it doesn't. I was considering running Retaliate for a revenge kill to get my Moxie boost. However, that would be more useful late game, and late game, the Retaliate would only work like once, whereas the rest of these moves, they'll work over and over again. And the 4 moves that it has gives it really nice coverage. Earthquake covers the electric types, Knockoff covers the ghost types, Aerial Ace covers grass types, and Brick Break covers steel types. So Tan Lines has a lot of really nice coverage, and I was sitting here trying to figure out what I could use to build as a core, and immediately I thought of Blade. It's the only thing that I could think of that covers all of his weaknesses. It resists Fairy, it resists Bug, it's immune to fighting, it resists Grass, it doesn't resist Water, that's the only one it doesn't resist, but it also resists the Ice. So Water's the only issue that we have. However, there's no other Pokemon that resists that many, because if I had a Grass type on here, it would be weak to Ice or neutral to Ice. If I had a Dragon type on here, it would be the same thing. So Blade's the best thing that we can get. I'm going to slap an Eviolite on it. I'm going to name it Siamese, because they're twins. Get it? I'm going to make you female and bring down a little 50. I'm going to... Yeah, you're going to be shiny. That's cool. I'm going to max out your HP, 244. Give you 252 in defense. Mirror. And then just, I'm going to give you the 444. Because you don't need, a bunch of extra. And no guard is your only ability, which is... It is what it is. I'm going to give you the Shadow Sneak for some priority. I'm going to give you the Iron Head because you are physical. I'm going to give you I'm thinking Protect. I'm going to go with the Toxic probably as well. I'm liking the idea of Toxic Protect, not as a stall maneuver, but because his moveset isn't that great. Like, I could give it Shadow Claw, but the point of this Pokemon is not to do damage. That's just an added bonus. Like, it will do damage, but that's not, why I have it. So I'm actually really liking the idea of that, of the Toxic and the Protect. Sacred Sword would also be nice, but I already have some fighting coverage on Tan Lines, and as far as not stab goes, I'm fine with that. So I'm going to go with the Toxic Protect, like I was saying. We already did the EV spread, so we're good with that. Siamese is weak to Fire, Ground. It is weak to Ghost, and it is weak to Dark. So the Ghost and Dark weakness we're fine with Tan Lines. Tan Lines is pretty bulky. It has good stats overall, so I'm not really worried about those two. The Fire, the Grass, and the unchecked Water weakness are what I'm worried about. So Fire, Grass, and Water, they don't have overlap except for Dragon. Dragon is the only type that resists all of that. I would like to have a Dragon type that is not also weak to Ice. So let's see what we have to choose from down in UU. We can... Mega Sceptile is very weak to Ice. We could go with Goodra. Goodra is a specially defensive monster. However, like I said, it is weak to the Ice, which I would like to avoid if I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. We could go with Kingdra. An Assault Vest Kingdra would definitely serve our purposes. It's only weak to Fairy and Dragon, We do have a fairy weakness already, so that wouldn't work that well. However, we could get another Pokemon that resists fairy in here. I'm actually really liking the idea of that just because it's really unexpected. And dragon coverage we're fine with. I'm going to go with the Assault Vest Kingdra. Just, why not? Why not try something new? I'm, of course, going to name you Juvia. Make you female. And you're going to have Scald. Dragon Pulse. You're going to have Ice Beam. And you're going to have... I may actually run the Signal Beam, because I don't think I'm going to have a bug type. I don't think I'm going to need one. But let's hold off on that. I would give it the Flash Cannon, but we have Stab Steel coverage already, so that's really unnecessary. I could go with the Clear Smog to eliminate some stat changes. But I think I'm going to lean towards the Signal Beam. If we end up with a 244, 252, if we do end up with a bug type on this team, I can always go back and change it. I would run Physical Kingdra, but I don't. I like this moveset better because then I would have to lock myself into Outrage in order to get some stab, and I'm not a fan of that. So that is our Kingdra Juvia, and now we just need a Poison type. Because Poison is the only thing that we really have an issue. I mean, Fairy is the only thing that we really have an issue with right now because we do have 2 weaknesses. And the Ice we're actually good with. So I just need a Poison type. And let's see what we have to choose from. Golbat, that's another Ice weakness. I don't want to do that. Seismitoad's not a Poison type. We could go with a Moongus. Amoonguss is really fat, but at this point, we already have good bulk on the team, so I'm not really necessarily looking for fatness as much as I am just looking for a strong Pokemon. We could go with something like the Tentacruel, but that's another ground weakness, which I really don't want to do. I'd like something that's not weak to ground, ideally. Like I said, there's a bunch of things that may cause that to be unlikely. We could go with the Vileplume, although that is another Ice weakness, right as I say it. Why are there so many combinations? Why is Ice so good? Anyway, we could go with the Drapion, but that's another Dark type. We could go with... What else could we go with? We could go with a Mega Beedrill, which is the bug type I just said we weren't going to have. But despite how incredibly frail it is, it's really fast and hits really hard. And it would also give us some switch initiative. It would give us another Pokemon with Protect, which would be really nice for scouting purposes. I think I'm going to go with it. I don't use it that often. I'm going to name you Shino Beedrill. I'm going to make you male because Shino is male. Bring down a level 50. Give you the Beedrill. I'm going to give you the U-turn. Protect. The Poison Jab. And you do get Drill Run. I don't know if I'm going to go with that, but it is an option. You got Knock Off as well. I didn't know you got that. You get Roost. That would be so pointless. I could Pursuit Trap something. That would be very interesting. Fell Stinger is one of... I want to run Fell Stinger on something so bad, but it's like... It's impossible. Just because it has 30 power, so it's like impossible to actually kill something with it. I already have Protect on here. I could go with Facade in case something tries to burn me. I'm actually liking the idea of that because Mega Beedrill is a big burn candidate. And that also means that you don't need the Signal Beam. And instead, you're going to get... I could run HP Fire. I don't know if we're going to have a Fire type on here. I could also run What else is down here? Quash. There's really, you really don't learn that much. Wow. I did not realize that. Did not realize how limited your move pool was. Hyper Beam Kingdra. Hyper Beam Assault Vest Kingdra. God damn. We could go with... I'm thinking we'd have to go with a Hidden Power, but I'm also liking the idea of Clear Smog. I was kind of on the edge about it before, but now that we see what our Poison Stab is, I like the idea of Clear Smog to get rid of something that's trying to set up on me. Because in UU, you have stuff like, well, I'll show you. You have Haxorus in here. You have Chandelure, which Calm Mind. Sometimes you have Cloyster with Shell Smash, which would be a huge pain. So you have a bunch of stuff like that. So now we have Shino. I need to do your EV spread. Give you 4 here, not that it's ever going to make a difference. Do 52, and I'm going to max out your speed as well. Just because with adaptability, you hit like a monster. So I'm not worried about that. So that's a Fairy Resistance. However, it's a Beedrill. It's a Beedrill. It's super duper duper frail. So I can also get a Fire type on here, which I don't know why that didn't occur to me before I picked Beedrill. But I like having Beedrill because it gives me the switch initiative. But now I'm going to look for a Fire type, something that can actually take a Fairy hit. And looking at this team, the other thing about it is that that'll be another water weakness. So I would like a Fire type that isn't weak to water, obviously something that's neutral. So, upon examination, we could go with... that's not a real Pokemon. Volcarona's in BL, not UU. Unfortunately, or else I would go with Volcarona because I do like it. We could run the Rotom Heat. It doesn't wait, electric doesn't resist water, does it? Yeah, no. It doesn't resist water, but it would... But a water type can't handle it. A water type can't stay in on Rotom Heat. And it also gives us more switch initiative. I'm going to make this my Scarfer. I'm definitely going to go with it. I'm liking the idea of it. I'm going to name you Cookie after the Rotom from Game Boy Luke's Versus with Nappy. I'm going to give you the Overheat, obviously. Then you're going to have Volt Switch. I'm going to give you the T-Bolt. And we have Ghost coverage. Do we have Dark coverage? Yes. I still love that you get Sucker Punch. I think it's the greatest. And our team's looking really fast. So I'm considering running you with Will-O-Wisp and giving you the leftovers. I think I'm going to do that. Give you the Will-O-Wisp. Because our team's not that fat right now. It's really more fast, hard hitting. So I'm going to do this. It's going to be like a bulky method, a classic bulky method that I like to run. And just put 4 right here. And that's going to be it for the Rotom. But now we just need one more thing that does resist the water, just out of preference. And I would also like something that resists rock, because we don't. It's not that we have a rock problem. Or I would like a Rapid Spinner. Are there any grass types that learn Rapid Spin? I don't think there are. I think there should be, but I don't think there are. We don't have a Stealth Rocker on this team, so I can actually go with something that learns Defog, which is pretty cool, because... Does Shaman learn Defog? No. Does this bitch learn Defog? Well, no, not those bitches. Whimsicott, does that learn Defog? Because if it does, I will run with Whimsicott. You don't learn Defog. That's unfortunate. What other grass types do we have? We have Shift Tree does, but that's another dark type. Not going to go with that. I also think it's hilarious that Shift Tree learns Defog. That's a whole separate issue, though. We grow Tropius. That's double ice weakness. Definitely not doing that. I really need something that resists water. Like just, I do. Water is resisted by water, grass, and dragon. We already have water and dragon, so we have to get a grass type on here. I guess we might not have defogging or rapid spinning because I don't think that's going to be an option for us. Wait, hold on. Okay, there are no grass types with magic bounce. That was like my last hope. Grass. Back to grass types. We have Abomasnow, that doesn't work. We have Chestnut, that does not really work. We have Roserade. I really want something that has Defog, but I don't think that's possible. Am I not recording? Oh, shit. Apparently, I'm not recording my face cam, so... And I'm way too deep into this, so I guess no face cam. Sorry. Because I'm not going to start over. Just not going to happen. Not going to happen. I used to do that for stuff like this, but it's a lot better if I just leave it like this because the video it's a lot more real to you guys because I'm not building the team out of memory. I'm like actually building the team. Let me look up what learns defog. DEFOG. No, DEFOG. Close enough. Defog. Let's see. Apparently in Japanese it translates to fog wipe. Because that's pleasant. Beedrill learns it. That's never going to happen. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we could take Shino off the team and put a grass poison type in here. I.e. Roserade, which is like a monster. And then we could just get one more thing in here. So I'm going to bring you down a level 50. I'm going to make you shiny because I actually like how that one looks. I'm going to make you female. I'm going to name you Stunner because it's like stunningly beautiful, or at least supposed to be. You're going to have the Giga Drain. Like, I'm going to make you like... What am I going to make you? What am I going to do for you? I'm going to give you the Dazzling Gleam. I'm going to give you the Sludge Bomb. So yeah, you're going to be Natural Cure. And... Oh, right, I need to get rid of Shino. Sorry. I love you, Shino. Your item is going to be... I could run Life Orb. I'm just saying I could. I can also run you as Scarfed. I'm going to give you the Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Sludge Bomb, and... Plus, now we can get a Rapid Spinner or a Defogger on the team. I actually think I already know what I want to go with, which you will see in a few short moments. But we have the Ghost coverage, so we're fine with that. We have most of the coverages that we need. We have Ice coverage. We do not have Psychic coverage, so I'm just going to go with the Extra Sensory. It's a move. It hits. It does things. I'm going to make you max... max speed with special attack, investment. Give you 4 here. Not that it's going to make a difference. As for your item that I have been avoiding this whole time, I am going to give you... I'd like to give you the Citrus Berry, but I don't think that's going to happen because you have no physical defense, and if you get hit by a physical move, you're going to go down. I'm also thinking about the fact that I need a Rapid Spinner on the team, but I also need... I don't need more Volt Turn action, and I'm not losing any... I'm going to give you the... Wait, Tanlines has the Expert Belt. Never mind. I was going to give you the Expert Belt. I could give you the Focus Sash for those physical hits. I could give you the Life Orb. That was the first thing that came to mind. I don't know why. I could also give you... What's all this stuff? What's all this stuff? I could give you the weakness policy, but I'm not going to. I'm just not about that. I think I'm going to run with... I think I'm just going to go real basic with this and just give you the choice scarf. Because that way... Ooh, I have an idea. What is... yes. 4 right here. And then give you the scarf. So now we have a Scarfer who will outspeed most things and hits insanely hard with 194 special attack. Holy crap. But anyway, the last thing that I'm going to have on this team is going to be a Rapid Spinner that resists rock in the form of a Hitmon. Here's the thing, I don't know which one. We could go with... I'm not liking the Hitmonlee with the thing. You know what I mean. The Fake Out. I don't want to run Fake Out on these Mons because I really want to be able to get my Rapid Spin off. So we can either go with the Iron Fist Hitmonchan. But didn't we just have Hitmonchan on a team? I feel like we did. Wasn't Maypack just on a team? I could have sworn he was. Yeah, Maypack, right here. I mean, it was a month ago, but still. So I'm going to go with the Hitmontop. I pretty much never use Hitmontop. I don't know why. It gets the Technician, which is actually really cool, because Technician's a cool ability. I'm going to run with the Technician, obviously. I'm going to give you Citrus, because you are fat, unlike others. I am going to name you Breakdance. I'm going to give you, let's just say, 60. No, that's not enough. Because I do want you to be neutrally bulky, so you can eat up hits. It's going to be a really weird EV spread. I'm going to give you 100 here. Well, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. 108 here. I'm going to give you 100 here. Not quite. I'm going to give you 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 116 in defense. I'm going to give you 84 in speed. And I'm going to give you the rest in attack. So we have a neutrally bulky Breakdancer. Well, Breakdancer. The Hitmontop, I'm going to give you the Rapid Spin. Do you learn Stealth Rock yourself? You don't. I don't really need it, though. I could give you the Sucker Punch, and I'm really liking the idea of that because you get walled by ghost types pretty hard. So I'm going to give you the Sucker Punch. I'm also going to run you with the Mach Punch because it gives me more priority, and it's boosted by your Technician. The last move I'm going to give you is Close Combat just because... Actually, no. Because we already have some fighting coverage. I don't need serious fighting coverage. Instead, I'm going to run you with... we have Earthquake on the team. I'm going to go with Stone Edge. Just because it hits a bunch of stuff and it hits hard. That is going to be Breakdancer, our neutrally bulky Hitmontop. So we have Breakdancer, the neutrally bulky Hitmontop. We have Stunner, the Choice Scarf Roserade. We have Cookie, the leftover Rotom Heat. We have Juvia, the Assault Vest. I'm just going to give you Sniper on the off chance we get a crit, because I forgot to give you the right ability. We have Juvia, the Assault Vest, Kingdra with Sniper and Clear Smog, interestingly enough. We have Siamese, the Eviolite Blade with No Guard, of course, Shadow Sneak, Ironhead, Toxic, and Protect. That is our physical wall. And then, of course, we have the star of the team, Tan Lines, Earthquake, Knockoff, Air Lace, and Brick Break. It is, of course, our expert belt Moximon, so it should be able to take some stuff out. Speaking of the word out, I gotta get up out. Best luck to you out there. I will see you all soon. Goodbye.